Alright guys, good morning. What do we gotta do today? Maybe the new game function? So we can make this actually work right? Anyway, I don't know if anybody's even here yet. Looks like somebody maybe. Um, I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. I had some stuff I wanted to talk about. Just like, tech nerd stuff. Because I'm not just interested in making game engines. Also, things like operating systems and protocols and the way everything fits together. Right now what we have is this internet is this shitty prototype built by academics in the 70s and 80s and kind of taken over by freaking leftist types. And, they did kind of a shitty job on it because they were getting paid by the government, not actually making money on it. And, even when they're running companies like Facebook and Google, it seems like they're still getting paid by the government to propagandize us and spy on us. So, they've never really earned their keep. They've never built something that people actually want and are willing to pay for. Then you get all these people trying to copy them, thinking like, oh well, I'm gonna get rich like Zuckerberg. Um, they don't understand. They don't understand that those guys didn't get rich on their merits. Let's see. I'm trying to fix my layout here. Let's just make that a little smaller and we'll just shove that down there. There we go. Well, YouTube doesn't need to be that big. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, so we can't resize this because it does that, So all we can do is move them around vertically and resize the windows themselves. It's kind of tedious to set up, isn't it? But it is what it is. Yeah, I heard from a friend of mine, old friend of mine, like high school age. I do, I hear from from time to time. I still keep in touch with a few old friends. And he's trying to build some kind of like right wing alternative social network or something. Um, and even back when we were teenagers, we were trying to do this kind of shit, like like bulletin boards and FidoNet and UUCP and shit. You know, like you'd have a few bulletin boards that have these programs that, you know, they call each other up overnight and transfer messages, or maybe a few times a day when nobody's calling in. Um, Good morning, Dita. And yeah, you know, you'd have these dial-up bulletin boards with one line, maybe two, you know, maybe two users at a time at best, and mostly just one. And we had all this cool technology back then, like, you know, because of these limitations, you'd have the like you wouldn't expect to have real-time chat or anything like that, except if you were talking to the owner of the board, which we did a lot of that. Just like chatting with them, you know, live chatting and shit. Um, you know, anybody who ran one of those things would, you know, we'd call them up and talk to each other. Anybody could set one of these things up if you had an extra phone line. And we had these there were these programs that would download all the new messages, and you could just so then you could just log off somebody else could call in, and then you go and type up your reply. You read the messages, you type up some replies, and then you go and you dial it up and hope you can get through again, and then you just upload your messages, and you know, just it would free up bandwidth basically. Well, not really bandwidth, but the phone line. And you know, we don't really people don't really think about how you can do all that kind of stuff, and also it was we didn't have all this freaking HTML shit and emojis and all that. It was just plain text. Um, we didn't have to fuck around with all this, you know, having to support all this stuff. And it just, you know, it just worked a lot better in certain ways. And I don't know. The other thing is, you know, like we were just trying to cobble stuff together from without really doing any programming, or maybe a little bit of custom stuff. But you know, we're like, you know, 15 years old or something. Just didn't really know what the fuck we were doing. So we just cobble this stuff together, and we actually got this shit working. You know, it's just that most people, well, the internet came out in like 1995, late 90s. People started getting on there, and that pretty much killed bulletin boards. And so no, so we never really got a lot of people using this stuff. We were kind of a little bit too late. And then once the internet took over, then the big companies took over. You know, it was fucking Slashdot, Google, Amazon, Reddit. Um, there's some other big ones in the 90s, but you know, basically Slashdot was replaced by Reddit, and there are a couple others like that. Hacker News is another one like that. You know, with the if you get the people who get the most upvotes get promoted to the top, and it's just like a fucking circle jerk. And then social networks, you know, MySpace, Facebook, Twitter, you know. So all this decentralized stuff that we were working on in the 90s that fucking teenage retards could set up, that all went away. You know, we're not really retarded. Um, you know, but that's the spirit though. Like you got to make stuff for retards, and you got to, like, technology changes or people just like shift into different things. It's not like you're building a pyramid out of software. Is not like a pyramid that you can build. It's like a software is like a tent city or something. It's you build it, you tear it down, you build another one, you try to do it better each time, but it always falls apart because are always getting into different things. Nothing ever lasts with software because you can always keep tweaking it. That's just the nature of software. And like people don't really realize that. It's just inevitable that this is going to happen. Like game engines, you got to build a new one every 5-10 years. And do you want to put everything in there everything you want, or you're just gonna put the essential stuff in there that you really need? Because you're gonna be rebuilding this shit every 5 years. Um, and the more stuff you put in there, the sooner you're gonna have to rebuild it. Like you can make a good game engine that'll last you 10 years, or you can make a better game engine with more shit in it that'll last you 5 years. Or you can make an amazing game engine with everything you want that will never be finished, and it will be obsolete before it even works. This is pretty much what we're up against in software. And social networks are worse. Websites, there's just too many components. What a shit show. So I was going to tell my friend, why are you, that's the right spirit, but why are you trying to build, why are you trying to replicate the social network formula when you could be building something new? Um, you know, going more in that direction we were going in the 90s with decentralization and peer-to-peer stuff. I mean, back then people thought it was too hard, I guess, but then now that we've seen the alternative, it's like everybody wants that. Everybody wants maybe a lot of people don't quite realize what they want, but yeah, nobody wants a new Google or a new YouTube. Like Rumble here is like it's the new YouTube for conservatives. Like, nah, that's not what we need in the long run. I mean, it's nice that there's people using it here, but it's not it's not gonna last. I mean, the good times are not gonna last here. It never they never do. Let's see. I guess I should really work on these freaking menus. Let's try to replace the main menu. So we're just gonna copy that. Main menu. Okay, game over is no longer a test. That works. Main menu is closable. Let's see. We are gonna have some of these options will stay. This is gonna be called continue. Um, we're gonna want to hide or disable it at some point, which means extra code in this whole menu system. So, we're gonna have to have something when the title screen starts up. Actually, this will be on the title screen, not not the main menu. Um, let's put that here too then. Title, say title menu. So that's going to be main menu, and then this is going to be like, let's see, quit to desktop, quit to desktop. I'm gonna need some kind of special case for this. So let's see, what's in main menu? Rumble is uncensored YouTube. Relatively uncensored, yeah. Like, I don't know, sometimes it seems like they don't give a fuck at all. You know, of all the commercial streaming sites, even Odyssey and BitChute, I would say Rumble is the least censored. And I totally did not expect that, you know, considering who's running it, who owns it. I mean, I'm not talking about Chris, I'm talking about the financial backers. Yeah, you know, he didn't Chris didn't just pull this sites up. He didn't just pull it up by its bootstraps, you know, he got some way, you know, maybe with private funding or something, but then he started getting these infusions of investor capital to really get it off the ground. Let's see. So to replace this, we gotta replace everything that calls it. So that's just one place here. So let's see, where's the game over thing? Yeah, we just say UI open menu where I'm looking at it right here. Oh yeah. Main menu. Semicolon. I despise YouTube for their censorship. They remove all these videos of liberals behaving badly or stupidly. History needs to remember their stupidity. Yeah, you know, the only way to really save stuff for sure is to archive it. And also, since they've done so much to hamstring YouTube downloaders and shit. I know I think there's one that works now, but it's really hard to find one. And you know, you got to have big hard drives and backups and just save that. People need to save that shit on their own hard drives, or it's gonna go away. And yeah, I don't know. At some point, most of that stuff is gonna get lost because who really cares about it? Um, it just gets to the point where everybody knows, everybody who cares about it knows and is convinced one way or the other, and it seems like the liberals are kind of losing that battle. I don't know. Maybe they'll rewrite history. Maybe they'll take over again and just rewrite history and make themselves the good guys as usual. But I think a lot of people know. But it's most important for people to see that shit when it happens. Um, because after years later, um, yeah, people just stop caring about it years later. Let's make that. So that's supposed to be all caps. Let me get this over here. So what do we need? Resume. Guess we'll call that resume. Could be close modal. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I had a thought about that. Yeah, had a thought about this YouTube stuff and archiving videos and all that, but yeah, I think I've said my piece. No, do we want load game, or we could have save load with a parameter, but then we have to add parameters. So let's just do this. Character screen. At some point we could be getting into what do you call it? Like Lua code to open other menus, but well, yeah, we can do that. We can just have an right, because this is a function, so we could just define an inline function or a little Lua helper function for the menus. We don't have to have C code for all these. Let's see. So we need character inventory, settings, tests, quit to title screen, and quit to desktop. So we got save, load, character inventory, settings, and tests. All right, then we just move this stuff over to this, or not here. Yeah, here. Let's see. So we're gonna need quit to desktop. Well, that's an easy one, right? Yeah, just do that. And for this, let's just copy it. Whoops. And you gotta have save game. Just copy that. It's, yeah, then mode 0. And then, yeah, more of the same. Let's just make placeholders 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that 5? Then we just do, that's gonna be character. Oh, should have taken that out. So character, inventory, that's supposed to be only for turn-based. But that's got to be a conditional over here. No, we can make that. Yeah, we can have that there. Let's see. So if real time, then we'll just do this. Otherwise that. And maybe we can highlight the character, the inventory tab. Focus it, I guess. To focus inventory. Pin. Yeah. Or actually, let's just make that an option. So we've got these, we've got this modal structure. Should be in here. Let's see. We've got we've got a mode flag. Can we use that? Yeah, let's see. So let's say mode equals 1. I don't know. How about 10? And then we can say, so where's our init function? In here. Wait a second. No, we can't put it there because we don't have access to the modal structure, do we? Or do we? We can just do it here. I guess. Where the fuck is in it? Oh, right there. Well, we can just pass this to it. Okay, so never mind. So we can just pass this through and let's see. There. Just do that. I'd say modal, right? Yeah, yeah. Okay, then we got two more of these settings and tests. And it did say test menu, right? Yeah. Okay, so then we just need to expose these to the script to Lua. So that would be this stuff in here. And unfortunately, that just means a bunch of this crap. Game, save game. Game resume. Oh, gotta do that one too. I think that's just that. Yeah. Okay, so we got that and that. Save, load, then all this stuff. Oh, we gotta do that's inventory. Whoops. So this you can see how this could be better. Yeah, this could be cleaner, but it's probably good enough. It's just is it worth the trouble to make it better? Nah. If I happen to see a nice clean way to make this better, I'll do it. If not, I'll just leave it like this. Okay, now we just got to take out those. Oh, it's on whole words. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right, and save that, and let's see if it works. Oh, we gotta declare those somewhere. Yeah, right here. Okay, So let's just copy those and we'll just say int, get rid of that. Get rid of those three, and then we'll just do, guess we'll just do this. Oh, whoops. Okay, so we just got to replace that with that. $147. What was that all about? 147. Oh, frame 0. No big deal. Okay, main menu. This is done in Lua, supposedly. Inventory, character, load game, save game, resume, crash. Well, that's kind of unsuccessful. Yeah, I noticed we're having some issues like this lately. We gotta get to the bottom of that. Let's just run it in the debugger, see if we can reproduce this. So, main menu, resume, escape. Oh, there we go. So it's probably in this one. Possibly that one, but I'm gonna say it's gen menu 46. So this is getting so that's the address of the target string, right? No, oh no, that's the Lua. That's Lua. And that's the fallback string, index 1. So what about, wait, where's syntax copy? I guess that's not it, that's not the problem. It's actually in here. What the fuck? A limit is greater than T limit. Oh, maybe I can't. Maybe I've got to put negative parameter numbers because we're going from the top down. Is that it? So then I got to go -3, -1, -2, and -2. for the wrong reason. And this is one of the things that sucks about Lua, that it has this stupid stack interface. I've seen better ways to do this. Look, there we go again. Different error. Let's see. Let me just try that again. So I just hit escape. Yeah, instant crash. So I totally screwed something up here. Yeah, so that's the heading. That's the closable flag. That's the table. That's going to be -3. Really fucking confusing. So yeah, that works. Hey, I think that's it. I don't like that one bit, guys. We should put a red flag here. Put a fix me. It's not really fix me on this. It works, but it works, but the Lewis stack indices are extremely error prone and confusing. And yeah, we need negative indices because this may be called from other Lua functions. So it's called by another cause, because this may be called from Lua. Yeah. Like in that test menu. Oh, let's make sure that test menu works. What if that's the main problem? No, that actually works. But if we're going to use a generic menu for that, then we got to make this nestable, stackable. So it just gets more and more complicated. But we can do it. It'll work. And now for the advantages of this. We can just nuke that, and that, and open our make file, and nuke that, and that, and build it again. Let's make sure it's actually, let's save that and rebuild it. Make sure it still compiles. Yep, we've successfully purged all that code. So we got our main menu Lua driven now. Sweet. Let's just search for anything referencing those. Let's see, UI, game over draw. Oh, we got rid of those, yeah. So we got to get rid of this code too. Bam, bam, and that too. And UI menu, get rid of that too. Okay, still compiles. Let's check the agenda. Let's see, I did my video editing. Got rid of that. Did the main menu. Let's put some to-dos in here. Let's see. No, maybe we'll do the, we've got that. We're gonna need that. Like a UI, like game test menu. So we can get that out of there, and generic title menu. Oh, I mean, Lua title menu. And so now we just gotta do, whoops, so we need something like that, and that's gotta be tied into this. Maybe we'll do that a little later. Let's see, I got it going for another hour or so. See this, wait a second, this does compile, right? Always got to make sure shit still works. That doesn't do anything at the moment. Hey, get back here. I want her to kill me. Okay, she got me. Noticing that billboarded health bar there, you see how it's angled because it's aligned to the vertical axis. Unfortunately, Raylib doesn't have one that's just aligned to, like, straight onto the camera, which it should. But I'm not gonna worry about doing that myself because they're gonna get that in the next version or something. Well, let's see. Reload. Oh yeah, reload doesn't actually do anything yet. Just closes the menu. Got me. All right, so let's see. We haven't touched this yet, have we? Um, just some tentative stuff in our artwork. Okay, so this thing, looked like she had 0 HP but didn't die. Yeah, that happens. We got work to do for sure. Let's see. Let's also flesh out the title menu. Yeah, because this is another one of these like shitty things. Let's see. Maybe we'll do this. So it's gonna have oh, we're gonna have new game, turn-based test. Yeah, we're gonna need that new game function once again for these. So this is a good thing to tackle now. So it'd be nice if we could get the Lua-based title menu next. But let's see. Before I commit that, I just want to get everything into this file here. So what do we have here? We've got continue, possibly. New game, turn-based test. New game. Can we get away with putting in like missing functions here? Let's just see after we put the rest of these in. So we got load game, tests and settings. And change log. So that's going to be that's going to be sort of a generic thing with the doc viewer. Yeah. Oh, of course that's not going to cause any problems now, because yeah, so Lua lets us actually have code like this that doesn't reference a real thing. So that basically evaluates to nil. And it would only detect that these are bad if they were actually function calls like this. So it's kind of forgiving, but it's also more error prone because it's not gonna detect that these are wrong. We have to write our own code to do that. If we really want to. I suppose we probably should. I don't know. Let's see. check is second element a function? Okay, one more quick test. Make sure the main menu still works. Okay. Stress tested a little. All right, and we'll commit. Lua main menu. All right. Okay, let's try to do the Lua tile menu, then the new game function. All right, be right back. I'm gonna get some more coffee and stuff if there is any. All right. Yeah, you know, I was thinking about some other stuff I don't really feel like messing around with operating system stuff right now. Kind of too busy with this, but it'd be kind of cool to talk about that. Maybe even just do like some little examples. Like how do you build something like Temple OS from scratch? Like you've got to have your bootloader that like the way IBM compatible PCs have always worked is they read one sector from the disk. It's 512 bytes, and you gotta have some 16-bit x86 assembly code that fits in that 512 bytes. And it's got to have enough information. It's got to have enough code in that to read some. You got to use the BIOS functions in the ROM to read the rest of the bootloader from the disk, which might be like 100K or so if it's fancy. And then you've got to load your kernel or whatever RAM disk or whatever you have that actually loads the whole operating system and fires everything up and brings in all your hardware drivers and shit. So it could be like DOS or Linux or whatever. I mean, I'm more inclined to the DOS type of setup these days. Um, why am I saying this though? I mean, it's kind of cool to figure out how to set everything up. Assuming it can read your monitor, chicken and egg problem. Yeah, this is one of the things about that bootloader thing. If anything goes wrong in that boot sector, all you can do is put like some, like one word, like, error, and maybe a number. You can have like a hex print function that takes up 20 bytes or something if you do it really tight. And like you can actually fit a decent amount of code in 512 bytes, but you definitely got to cut some corners to put any like error checking and anything, any kind of error messages or anything in that. And you're really relying on this like old like 80s BIOS ROM based system and like the text mode on the monitor, which like nobody uses anymore. Like, the character generator. Nobody really uses that stuff anymore. It's all bitmap graphics. You gotta have code. You gotta have code to your font rendering code, which Raylib has. By the way, let's just pull it up here. Let's see. It would be in text. Yeah, in here. Yeah, I guess it's all in there, and it's also in the STB library, which is part of this, right? external STB true type. So that's, yeah, okay, so that's for true type, but Raylib also supports like simpler types of fonts, so you don't have to use true type. You can keep it really simple. I mean, we've got all the tools here to, you got a lot of the tools here that we need to build this stuff up, you know. Oh, here, let me close that crap. What else? Jiggle bones, we got to get back to that soon. Here's some old stuff. That's for turn-based. I'm just keeping these open as a placeholder. Just to remind me to do this stuff one of these days. But yeah. So if you wanted to make a new operating system for PCs as they exist today, you got to deal with all that like 80s baggage, 70s even. And then you've got all this new hardware like Raspberry Pis and God knows what else. I haven't paid attention to this shit in 5 or 10 years. But I know it exists. And with those, I think you get like, you've got an ARM processor, you've got a bunch of USB input and output, you've got an SD card, maybe an M2 or something these days, but SD card is fine. Like the smaller the better, I would say. And you could just have a bootloader on that, but it's got to be like I forget exactly how it works, but I think it just like reads, I don't know if it reads 512 bytes or more, but it reads something from that SD card to boot up, and it doesn't, I don't think it has a ROM BIOS or anything. I think it's got a really limited bootloader, and you've just got to put everything you need on there. But the good part is it doesn't have to deal with all kinds of different hardware like the old IBM PC BIOS does. It's just, you know, it's a Raspberry Pi. It is what it is. It's nothing else. Everything is built into that board, except for the USB peripherals, basically. And I think that's more like the way of the future. And then you know, we're gonna have a trend toward more and more of these like simple little single board computers with no, you know, where you basically have USB or the next thing like it. That's gonna be pretty much your only way of interfacing. So you don't have to have any other hardware drivers built into the operating system, right? And then the other thing we're gonna have is like the GPU becomes the computer. Like I could see somebody like instead of making an operating system for PCs that just kind of replaces Linux, because you basically have to copy all, you have to write something that can include all the drivers from Linux, but maybe you replace some of the operating system, or maybe you just take the whole Linux kernel and you just you replace the rest of the operating system, but you keep the kernel. You could do that. And that would kind of make more sense than trying to use the drivers, but change the kernel, you know. But I think what I'd really see, like somebody could just take a 5090 and a Raspberry Pi and hook them up, so basically it's just the Raspberry Pi just exists to like load software onto the 5090, which becomes the whole computer basically. Maybe instead of a Raspberry Pi, somebody builds something even more minimal that just like it's like optimized to transfer data over the bus, the PCI whatever bus to the 5090. And it just then you've got one of these other little computers that acts as your go between to all your peripherals, your controller, keyboard, mouse, discs, everything else. And then so you've got this like standalone GPU gaming computer that does all the work. Maybe it has to be like the next generation of GPU where they actually add some little bit more compute, like regular CPU type computing in the GPU. But it's things are going that direction, right? With like OpenCL and all that stuff, compute shaders, whatever. It's just going to turn into a full-fledged computer that just happens to be geared toward massive multi-core. And it's like we just need. Wait, what am I doing here? F11. Yeah. If somebody can figure out how to do that and make it so simple that like a bunch of gamers start doing it, then gamers can just say like, hey, all you fucking gaming companies, you need to start supporting this hardware model. No more of this DRM bullshit. No more like Windows only. What's that? De novo, all that stuff. Fuck off with that stuff. You're gonna run on a bare 5090. Where we control all the other hardware. We're just gonna load your game executable onto the 5090 all by itself. If it wants to connect to the network or anything, it's got to go through us. We, the users, will control everything. And, you, the industry, will give in. You will support our model or you will go out of business. And other companies will keep, supporting. Other companies will kind of take their place saying, we're going to make stuff that puts the user in control. We're going to give gamers what they want. And we're going to make more money. It's just such a big hill to climb because it costs like billions and billions of dollars to set up. Well, I don't know. Maybe some gamer will become a crypto millionaire or something if they haven't already. Well, yeah, like someone like Notch could do this, right? It's gonna happen. It's just a matter of time. Hey, morning, Sage. Just lurking. Cool. Yeah, I'm just talking about operating system development. How can we build like dedicated gaming machines? The shit we really want. Just strip it down to the just the GPU, power supply, and monitors, and everything else has to go through a small computer, a small open hardware computer that the user controls. Then they can have all the proprietary bullshit they want in the GPU. They don't have to make it open source or anything. Just have an API that actually fucking works, that does what we need it to do. We don't care how you do it. It's a black box, but you're trapped in it. You're stuck in it, and you got to go through us to access the outside world. Then you don't have to deal with shit like windowing systems. you know, we handle that on our other computers that we use to control this thing. The game gets its own monitor, multi monitors, whatever, all connected right to the GPU, and it does what it wants there, and we handle everything else. There's no hardware sharing, none of that bullshit. Just bare metal. Um, yeah, it's gonna be great. But it's not gonna happen unless people like us go and build it. Because these big companies, they wanna control everything. All right, anyway, let's see. Am I gonna do this Lua title menu? I got half an hour or so. Let's see if we can do this. Yeah. I'm not very good at doing these rants, by the way. Like I forget to breathe. There's there's an art to it. It takes practice, you know. You gotta have a rhythm. Anyway, yeah, we want to take this. We want to keep everything except for this part. So we want to so we want we're going to keep this title draw function. We're going to draw this stuff. And then we're still going to do the headings. And then we want to run what is it? Not that. Then we want to run this. So we want all this stuff here. We want to take this function here and separate it out. So let's see, what variables do we need down here? We need margin. We need that. We need that. What about, yeah, X, Y, all that stuff. So this, what about width and height? We use that just to draw the box around the menu, right? And that, yeah. Then X and Y, that's down here. Yep. We have nothing, yeah, nothing pending there. Hey, morning, Squishy. Are you streaming today? Yeah, you're probably starting at 2, right? Anyway, let's see. We got mouse X and Y for this. And it's only used there. Okay, so we could just take this, get that out of there, right? And whoops, hey, where'd it go? Where's mouse XY? Right there. So we got that and that stuff. Okay. If Rumble lets me stream to yeah, Rumble's having a real one lately, huh? So we're gonna call this UI gen menu draw menu only. And let's see, does it even have this modal thing? Nah. Doesn't need to know that. I think it just needs X and Y. So float X, float Y. We'll put that there. Then we can just say, you're gonna do this. And then we're gonna need these guys down here. Then we gotta put this in UI.h. Very, very special. Is that gonna work? Then for the title menu, so we're gonna call this, and then we're gonna do, what are we gonna do? We've got to do something else to set up all the, like the headings and stuff in here. Now, what do we have in title menu? We just have, yeah, I'm thinking we just move this over to gen menu. I guess. Either that or we have a I don't know. Yeah. Let's see. If Rumble lets me stream, I assume it will be fine. These issues usually are fixed quickly. Yeah, I guess. Like when everything just dies completely, it gets fixed pretty quickly. If there's still major problems, they work on it. But I don't think they really have a big team, and I don't think they really pay attention to how well things are working. You know, maybe as long as the big stream, as long as like Alex Jones and Dan Bongino and all those guys aren't complaining, they're like, okay, everything's fine. You know, if Dr. Disrespect's chat isn't rioting because Rumble's dead, they just assume it's fine. Doesn't matter if there's like 1,000 small streamers who are getting scuffed up all over the place. Let's see. So let's see, we got our heading there. Then we're gonna do like a if one, do that. Actually, if 0, then do it the new way. Where is it? Then do that. And then we'll just put a end if down here. So we're not really touching this yet. So let's just see if the main menu still works. Oh, we need that too. That's kind of awkward. That's gonna be like box width, I guess you could say. And what about, do we use that. Yeah, that's button height and button width, basically. Oh, well, let's see. We can just do that for now. Wait, no, that ain't right. This has got to be Rumble has all the red text blurred today. Can't read any of it. Oh, huh. Let me look on my end in a minute. Let's see. So let's see. That's not gonna work. We got to do. Let's see. What about the margin? So let's call this box width. And that's gonna be W. Then we're gonna say this equals box width minus that. And then the margin could be maybe text size. And then we gotta do, we're gonna need W there or something. Yeah, same idea there. And then we just gotta add this. And what did I? Oh yeah, that too. Okay. It's not me, it's definitely Rumble. It's lying about 4.5 megabits resolution. Yeah, it doesn't update when it auto changes, it doesn't update that. And it's like it's always dropping you down to 1.1 or 360p or whatever. To save bandwidth, I guess. It's like if Rumble doesn't think you're watching actively, it drops the resolution down all the way. And then it'll still say, if you just click the gear, well, no, you click the gear, it says auto. You click on, it says auto. Actually, I don't know where it actually says 1.2. I never leave it on auto. I always set it to 4.5. Huh. Let's see, what happens if I put it to 4.5? And is it really 4.5? Let me check my network speed. Let's see, I am... Let's see, my download speed is, it's about 620 kilobytes, so that's, it's about 480, or 4.8 megabits, I guess. 4.5, 4.8, yeah, close enough. So it really is using all that bandwidth. And, So how does it look? Red text is kind of blurry. Let's see, full screen. Yeah, it's not great. Could be my end. I don't know. Let's see. What if I increase the bandwidth? Let's see. Go into OBS settings, output. Let's Let's kick it up to 3,000. Yep, it's going up. Some. Is this making a difference? Looks pretty bad, doesn't it? And let's see, my upstream bandwidth is, yeah, it's like 3 megabits now, and well double that because I'm going to YouTube and Rumble. So it's like 6.5 megabits, I guess. Let's see, 8 times 8, 60, yeah, 6.5. Let's see. What about YouTube? YouTube's still complaining about my bitrate. Might turn that off and see if it starts complaining again. Yeah, Nginx still shows, yep, 6.6 megabits out over here. Excellent connection now, and it's not complaining about my bitrate anymore. Let's see, how's it look? It's gonna auto This looks about the same as Rumble though. Whoops. Yeah, I don't know. Well, let's just try the higher bit rate though. All right, anyway, back to the coding. Wait a second. Hang on a second, guys. I mean, oh nice, our Lich Lord looks great today. I can read your short list now. I can read all the white code. It's okay. Now try to read the red in your console box. Oh, what red in my console box? Like when I had a, oh yeah, that. Okay, let me try that on stream. Okay, so when it stops moving, you can barely read it, and it's worse than the other colors. And if I go back, I guess it's worse. I don't know. I'm not gonna check. Hey, thanks.
Yep. Hi, everybody. Napkin fell, by the way.
That's okay. All right, so for the title screen, we got to do something like this. Hmm. See, how do we launch this? And what do we have over here? Just that. Okay. Yeah, so we need to keep that. We've got that. Oh, that's another way of launching it. So we could actually run that function to open it. And here's how we start it the normal way. And what is false? Oh yeah, not a pop-up. All right, so so we don't have any kind of, do we have any kind of init code? Well, we're gonna need some init code, I guess. Let's just do that. Do we have it here? Nah, because we have it here. All right. Let's just copy it from some other thing then. Maybe, no, not that. This. So I'll just do that, and let's see. Whoop. Where's the initialization code? Right here. All right, so first time, what do we have to do here? Let's see. Put that over there, close that. So the first time we got to do this with the title screen. So you basically got to do open menu. But we don't want to open a modal. So let's break this up then. So we're gonna put this down here. We're gonna call it UI gen menu, do open menu. Actually, we're gonna switch these two around. So that's just gonna be like that. And then we're just gonna do that. Wait, maybe let's put that up here. So we're not gonna do anything there just yet. Well, here we can copy this over though. And what about this? Let's put that up there. Oh, dude, you sounded like Bob Ross just now. Let's put that up there. Let's put a happy little functions. So we open the modal. So we do this stuff, and then we open the modal, and then we gotta set that. What does this actually do? It's in UI.c. I think it just puts that on a stack. Where's UI open modal? Right, yeah, it literally just puts that up on a stack. It enables the cursor. Okay, so it doesn't matter if we put this before or after that, so let's just put it up here. Down here. We'll put that down there. Yeah. And then the title menu is just going to do this to set it up without doing that. Right? Or is it the other way around? No, it's just going to do this. And the order doesn't matter either. So yeah, but we still need that as a separate function though. So for the title screen, we're gonna do this. What is it? It's title menu. Yeah. We're gonna comment that out for now, and let's just make sure that this works, how we've broken it up. And we're gonna need this in UI.h. Where's gen menu? Okay. I think that's good. Now I'm gonna find out. Okay, this is the old way. Does the main menu still work? Yeah, I guess so. Okay, now we get to try the title screen the new way. So we got to turn that on to set it up, and then do that to draw it. Moment of truth. Looks right. That doesn't do any. Lua error, not a function. So, yeah, this is not a function, not a function. Yep, so this is it. Cool. So now we just need to add functions for these things. And then we can delete this shit. All right, so we need new game, turn-based, new turn-based, and all right, so new game, turn-based. Well, let's just say real time there. Game change log. We can add the doc viewer thing another time. All right, so now we're just gonna stupidly copy this stuff over. Then we'll have to set up our proper new game functions. But for now, we're just getting this stuff out of here. So we're gonna put all this stuff down in gen menu. Load last save and all that. Let's see, where do we put this? Oh, how about right at the top? So we'll just copy that. Make our little template here. Copy pasta, hell yeah. What am I doing? New game. That's all it is, huh? Title screen is false. Okay, yeah, this is definitely a placeholder thing. And what are we calling it? New game real time, right? Copy it so I don't misspell it like a retard. And do we need to close the modal? Yeah, I guess so. So just gonna do that, that, and that. Then for turn-based, new game, turn-based. And then we need that change log thing. What was that for? It's a test. It's a test. Doc viewer test. Okay, we should put that on the tests menu. Then what's that going to be? Change log. Yeah. And I'm just going to put that down here. Here, I guess. Yeah, I think that's it, right? Quit the desktop settings, all that stuff. Same old. So we can just nuke that. Whoops. Nuke that. Is the variable name .text? It's odd to have a leading period. No. That was in a C structure, I think. Let's see. No, it's not. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, like this here. Well, so let me just clean that up. We'll look at it over here. So yeah, I don't know when they added this to C. Maybe it was C99, but when you're defining a structure, you can just put the brackets, and then you can either list the structure fields in order. You can just list the first one in order, let's say the first three, whatever. Then if you just need to specify a few of them and leave the rest of them as 0 or default, you can just say dot variable name equals value. And these structures, I'm talking about, where's modal config? It's a structure. You got so you got the important thing is that function, the draw function pointer. Then you've just got a bunch of other stuff you can set. These are all optional, basically. And some of the draw functions use it, and some of them don't. So you just need to do the. You only need to do the this equals that. For the stuff you actually need for that function. This one just needs an on close. This one, the character screen needs an NPC, and we're gonna add a mode setting that'll make it open to the inventory. It'll focus the inventory panel instead of the character panel. So .text is modal config .text. Yeah. And I just learned that from Raylib a couple months ago from looking at the code there, and I'm like, hey, you can do that in C. I thought you had to list everything out in order, even if you're not using it. So yeah, that's nice. Oh, does it work? No. Oh. Right, we forgot to add it to scripting.c. We gotta expose all these functions to Lua.
Time for his lunch.
What's she doing? Oh, she's begging for my lunch. Yeah, we're having tuna melts. You know, you know how cats like fish. Um, what did I do wrong here? Oh yeah, we gotta have it up here too. Yeah, this is where C gets to be a bit of a pain, but it's okay. You don't have to. We can live with it. It's worth it not to deal with the new shit that's always changing and always sucking. Let's try turn-based. Yep, all right. Hey, where's my cursor? Um, I wonder, do we need to put that down there for a reason? Yeah, because I think it actually looks at those variables. Yep, that was it. So UI closed modal actually looks at capture. If you're in capture mouse or real time or something, it will disable the cursor. So let's just do that for consistency. Here, we'll do it this way. So we're gonna have we need a new game function. Same thing with this. But anyway, that's that. I think oh yeah, then we can just, no, we already got rid of that stuff. We don't need that anymore. Just run it time. Chop, chop, chop. Quit to title screen. Okay, now that doesn't work. Because of something with the Lua menus. Hmm. Fix, So that's gonna be doing this. Hmm. Oh, I know something. Yeah, there's one other thing we got to do here. When we close this, or if we press escape or whatever, we gotta turn this, we gotta set this back to false, which means we do need it up here, and we need an onClose function. that just does that. It's just a kludgy thing. Then we got to put that in here. Oh, wait a second. I need that whole line. And then we've got to specify that everywhere we call this. So here, and then we just say, we don't need that, but we need to say dot onClose equals that. And there's another place we got to do the same thing. I think it's here. All right, let's see if that solves it. Wait a second. What is it warning us about? Did I use the wrong function signature or something? Oh, it's got to be a bool, right? So that's a Boolean, and that's okay. Boolean. There we go. Title onClose. Oh, and it's got to return false, I think. Not that it matters. Oh, whoops. Return true. Right, because you can close the title. Okay, kill me. Quit to title screen. There we go. New game. And then she's killing us again, and we're already dead. We need the new function. We need the new game function for that to work. But this is fine. We got it. So, yeah. Okay, so I fixed that. Then we got to do that, and here, let's just put this down below here. Maybe we'll get to this stuff later. So yeah, we got to do a Lua context menu, so that's going to be another little bit of a different interface to that. But I think we did a lot of the hard work by breaking this up into two different functions. It's gonna be the same idea. We're gonna have like a Lua open context menu somewhere like right up above here, maybe, or in this other function, whatever. And it'll be the same idea as the title screen, but simpler. It's just gonna be positioning the menu on your mouse cursor instead of in the title screen. Yeah. Yep. So then let's see, where's context menu? Yeah, same idea. We're gonna replace this part with this part, whatever we did there. Yeah. So we're gonna do that next when I get back, 4 o'clock or so. So thanks for hanging out, guys. Yep, Dita's heading out too. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Dita, Sacred Sage, Squishy Banana. Anyone else who was lurking in the chat, thank you very much for lurking as well. And yeah, see you in about 4 hours, whatever. Later. just do that, and then I'm out of here.